A montage is a sequence of short scenes that show time passing or events progressing. Montages help you to condense information without taking anything away from your story. Let's say your story is about an old man's funeral, but for the story to work, you have to start it from the beginning of his life, and you have about 120 pages to work with. How can it be done? The answer is montage. You can use montage to quickly move the story forward from his birth to the funeral. Let's call the dead man Peter. Below is an example of what the montage will look like. Montage begins. Int. Hospital. Day. A pregnant woman in labor struggles to give birth. After a while, Peter is born. Nurse hands the born baby to his mother. She gazes down on her baby, smiling. Int. Peter's house. Nursery. Day. Peter, 8 months, sits and plays with his toys. His mom tidies up the room. Next. Park. Day. Peter, now a toddler, waddles around playing with his mom and other kids. Next. Peter's house. Front door. Day. The door bursts open. Peter, 5, dressed for school, runs out to join the waiting school bus. His mom smiles and waves from the door. Int. School. Classroom. Day. Peter, teenager, listens attentively to the teacher. He raises his hand, asks a question. Teacher explains. X. Peter's house. Day. Peter's parents help him pack his luggage into his car. He hugs them, gets in his car, and leaves for college. X. College. Day. Peter, early 20s, and his parents pose for picture on his graduation day. His parents beam proudly. Int. Peter's office. Day. Peter, mid-20s, chats with a female colleague during their lunch break. X. Church. Day. Peter and the female colleague gets married. X. Park. Day. Peter, mid-30s, play with his kids. Boy, 5, girl, 2. X. Church. Day. Peter, 60s, poses for picture with his son and his bride on their wedding. Int. Hospital. Day. Peter, 80s, lies unconscious on the bed. His family surrounds his bed. Montage ends. There is no single correct way to format or write montages. Some writers add dialogue to their montages. Some don't add dialogue. Some add scene headings. Some don't add scene headings. Example from Rocky Screenplay. Training montage. Various Philadelphia locations. Day. Rocky runs through an industrial landscape while shadowboxing. Rocky runs through the streets of Philadelphia while people look on. He catches a piece of fruit thrown by a man on a stall. Rocky runs through woodland, breathing heavily. Rocky punches a boxing speedball, alternating between left and right hands. Rocky does one-armed press-up in the ring while Mickey and his coach watch. Rocky tenses his chest and grimaces while a trainer punches his stomach. Rocky does sit-ups while hanging from a bar. Rocky punches carcasses in the meat chiller, his bandaged hands covered in blood. Rocky sprints along the waterfront, noticeably faster than in earlier shots. He accelerates as the shot continues. Rocky leaps up the stairs to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, taking the final stairs 3 at a time. He raises his arms aloft in victory. End montage. Montage is a good way to condense and move the story forward. You can find a good example of this in the animation Up. If you haven't watched the animation Up, try and watch it. You will see how you can use a montage to condense a story without taking anything away from the story. It's also a good example of how you can use montages to quickly move a story forward and get to the part where the main story begins. Example from part of the famous Up montage. 8. Church. Day. Flash. A photo is taken of the wedding couple, Carl and Ellie, now 19. She jumps at him and gives him a big kiss. Ellie's side of the church erupts like wild frontiersmen. Men. A gunshot is fired in the air. Carl's side, rigid Puritans in black, clap politely. Next, dilapidated house. Day. Carl carries her past a sold sign. It's the same house where they met as kids. Next, Carl and Ellie's house. Day. Still in their wedding clothes. She saws as he hammers. Int. Carl and Ellie's house. Living room. Day. They push 2 chairs into place, side by side, in the living room. Next, Carl and Ellie's house. Day. Ellie finishes painting Carl and Ellie on their mailbox. Carl leans in to admire her work, but leaves a messy paint. Handprints on the mailbox. Oh well, Ellie adds her handprints as well. They smile. Like I said, there is no single way to format a montage. The example from Up has scene headings, while the one from Rocky doesn't. Some writers don't even add montage begins or montage ends, but they keep it clear and precise so that even without the word montage, anyone reading will still understand that this is a montage. When you write a montage, be clear and precise with your actions and locations. Some montages take place in a single location. These are easier to track and shoot. If yours take place in multiple locations, be clear and precise about the locations when you write.